Next level. Next level.
let's have a look at the DJI Action Cam and to see what it can do. First of all, we're going to have a look at a little bit of riding we did with the Action Cam, the Osmo Action Cam first up. After doing some adjustments, the GoPro 7 Dusk still provide a more stable one. And as you can see, the Osmo Action actually bounced around a lot. This was with Rocksteady on, but the Action Cam is attached to a bike, and the bike seems to be more jarring. So the GoPro 7 Black seems to be able to be more stable than the Osmo Action on a bumpy road. But once we move over to a smooth road, the Action Cam actually does really well. The Osmo Action Cam now is actually showing better light and better color through this section. The Osmo Action Cam comparison, as you can see, the light and the color actually looks really good now. The 7 Black still does well, but it's still not quite as good as the Osmo Action, but this is on a very smooth road, and not all of our racing is done on smooth roads. Moving over to the time-lapse mode, we can see ourselves getting the bike ready for a bike we're doing at the moment, and moving across now, looking at the device itself.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
What we do find in the box is the camera itself is already inside the Action case, so you know, we've got to take that out. Once we get that out, the camera's ready to use, or ready to prepare. All the bits and pieces come out of it. Start throwing everything around, getting it ready. The mount type number 1 and the mount type number 2, two different types of mounting devices to put onto your helmet or onto your equipment. A USB cable, I mean, good thing we got another USB cable. We've got many of them these days. USB-C, that is. The mount bracket bolt is actually there. It's the same as a GoPro bolt, so it's nice and easy to use with all our devices that we already have. And the battery case hides the battery itself. Once you get the battery, you can pop it into the camera and it's ready to go. All you need to do now is put in a memory card and charge up the battery, because they do come quite flat. So pop that back into the case, Action case, and get it ready to go. And what we'll do now is we'll have a look at some comparisons to what it can do and what it can't do. So we'll have a look, first of all, comparing it against the Osmo Pocket camera and see what it looks like there. This is the DJI Osmo Pocket on full auto, so we've done no changes or anything on the setting at this point. This is the DJI Osmo Pocket now using full manual settings. Actually, there's not much difference because the auto detected the low light and worked quite well to detect and work with low light conditions. This is the Canon 80D using a 35mm full f-stop of 2.8 macro lens using full automatic settings. As you can see, this has got very good low light capabilities. Okay, this is the GoPro 7 Black running in the low light. So this camera is not designed for low light, but this is what we're running right now, GoPro 7 Black. This is the DJI Osmo Action Cam, and this is the default settings. It's set so that it should work in reasonably low light. So this is the DJI Osmo Action camera, and we've had to change the settings manually to the absolute highest settings we can get. But now we have got some night vision working, so we can actually see in low light.
It's pretty good, but we'll have to check all the cameras.
Okay, this is the Galaxy Note 9, just in auto mode, nothing changed, and all set to default. And finally, this is the Canon M50 using the stock lens that comes with it, and full auto settings with no adjustments. Okay, so now we've got the DJI Osmo Pocket, and we're just getting dinner ready. Okay, now we've got the DJI Osmo Action camera and the GoPro Black 7 recording at the same time. Terence, off we go. Let's get dinner ready.
Alright, sweet. So for dinner, we're having food.
Good to know, good to know. We're having food. So
whatever's in there. Let's drag this out. Alright, sweet. Okay, cool. So we're rolling. What we're going to do is another test. We're going to see which camera sort of does best at tracking my face, staying steady, as well as sort of making good out of some difficult lighting situations, because as I'm riding along, we're not going to have complete control over what the light does, and a lot of the time we're going to go from shade to bright to shade to bright quite a lot.
Oh my
Wow.
god. Oh my
Wow,
god.
That's really good. That's
Okay.
Big difference.
So,
Big difference.
the Osmo Action Camera actually wins over the GoPro.
The GoPro for
Yep. For image depth
yes.
when we're doing vlogging,
Yes.
when we're doing close-up stuff.
That is indeed correct. Yes.
We've got an all-round action camera that does a good job once you set it up properly.
Yep.
Hasn't got GPS
No, that's a big pitfall for it.
for us, for what
us,
we do.
yes, yeah.
Yeah. But it has got better depth of field.
Image is better.
The image is better.
Image wins always.
If we take the two cameras side by side, who's the clear winner? Who do you think, Terence?
In this case, the Osmo.
The Osmo Action Cam.
Action in this case.
We've done everything we normally do. We've done vlogging. We've tried two different environments on the bike. We know that the Rock Steady is not crash hot on bumpy roads, and everything else actually are better when we're on the smooth
More
roads.
data is still required. But if you also have some suggestions of what we could do to try and see as like a bit of a battle royale between the two, then send us your ideas and we'll see if we can do it.
So we've
Drop
got
tests not included.
we've got 3 GoPros
Yeah,
and 2 action cams.
yeah.
Right. Well, I
Yeah.
think next race is on, mate, to find out what one's going to be the best in real race conditions.
Just to re-clarify, do not send us drop tests ideas.
No, we won't do that.
No, we won't do that.
We're risk adverse.
Yeah, risk adverse.
Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.